How to speak English fluently. In this video, we are going to look at 3 ways that you can use to speak English fluently. And first of all, before going into the actual content, let's look at why can't you speak English fluently? You tried. Why can't you still get the fluency? It is because you are trying to speak English in a cool way and perfectly. Now, you ask yourself, when you speak English, is your focus on communication or is your focus on perfect English, getting it right, getting everything right, grammar structure really good, accent really good? Where is your focus on? Probably the second one, right? It's because, see, you're not, the minute your focus is on the way you speak, the accent and your words and vocabulary, your flow breaks and you speak so bad. Even professional speakers sometimes fall for this trap. They go like, I'm speaking really good. Let's focus on accent right now. They learn for their accent, and then guess what? They get self-conscious, their flow breaks. So how to overcome this? The first way that you can actually implement to overcome this is called prioritize flow over perfection. As the sentence says, you know what it means. It means that when you speak, always prioritize your flow. Are you speaking in flow? Is the word like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Flow is there? Flow is there. Are you speaking like 1, 2, 3, 4? It's because you're prioritizing perfection. Forget about perfection. Prioritize flow. Literally, whenever you speak, even if you speak with the wrong grammar, wrong vocabulary, mispronunciation, don't care about that. Make mistakes and speak, but your only worry should be, are you speaking in flow? Is there a flow in your speaking? If you speak slowly, that doesn't matter. But what matters is, are you speaking in flow? So prioritize flow over perfection. Focus on flow. Right now, if you rewind the video, I must have made so many grammar mistakes, and I must have used a lot of filler words, and I must have paused here and there, but I never stopped speaking. That is what it means to speak in flow. So prioritize flow over perfection. The second way that you can implement to overcome to actually speak English fluently is trust your simple English, which means when people often speak, they try to speak amazing English. They, by default, think that English is a language that you should be spoke amazingly, with amazing words, with incredible structure. No, it's a language that you use to communicate with someone across the street. It's that simple of a thing. So when you speak English fluently, to actually speak fluently, what you can do is focus on your simple English. Always trust your simple English, which means if you read the video from the beginning, if you actually noticed the kind of English I've been using, you would have noticed that I'm only using simple English. Speak simple English. When you speak with someone, focus on simple English, simple communication. When you speak simple English, it's easy for you to continuously speak, and it's easy for the other person to understand what you're saying. And there is no difficulty in your mind. You don't overthink your grammar because you're trying to speak simple English. If, for example, when you meet someone, you go like, hey, how are you? Fine. What about your parents? Okay. Do you want to have some tea? Okay. Had lunch? Do you want to go had lunch? See, you speak simply like that. You don't really go like, did you have your lunch? Do you want to go and have lunch with me? You don't think complexly. That's idiotic. Only stupids do that. Intelligent people, they always prioritize simple communication. You simply ask him or her what you want to ask, or you want to say what you want to say. You simply do that in simple words. Use simple words, not complex words. So again, the second way to speak English fluently is to trust your simple English. Now let's go to the third way to speak English fluently, which is when you speak English fluently, speak in short chunks, which means that doesn't mean you're supposed to speak short sentences, but it means that you're supposed to break down your big sentences. For example, if I'm going to speak about my career, who am I? Instead of speaking like, my name is Prahlad Kannan, I'm gonna speak about myself, and I'm someone who speaks English fluently, and I help people speak English fluently, and my dream is to help the India speak English fluently. Instead of saying it like that in one stretch, what you can do is cut it down. Again, I'm Prahlad Kannan, and I'm a public speaking coach, and what I do is I help people speak English fluently, and I myself am someone who can speak English fluently, and my dream is to help the entire India speak English fluently. How is this? The same sentence, but I broke it down. It is so easier for you to speak in short chunks. When you speak, it's not that you should finish the sentence in 3 to 4 words. I'm not saying that you should finish the sentence in 3 to 4 words. What I'm saying is, if you have a big sentence, break it down. 3 to 4 words at a time. For example, If I were to speak about my class teacher, I would speak about her way of teaching. Why? Because when she teaches, she's really authoritative and she kind of establishes this authority all over us that makes us listen to her. See, if you rewind the video, I spoke like this, 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 this. If you speak like this, you have more air to breathe. One of the reasons why you can't speak English fluently is because you run out of air because you're saying a big sentence. So don't be like that. Instead, when you speak, speak in shorter chunks. And if you follow these three things really seriously, the first thing, prioritize flow over perfectionism. And second thing, trust your simple English. And the third thing, when you speak in shorter chunks. If you prioritize these three things seriously, if you implement them, I bet my life, your fluency will slightly improve immediately on the spot. If you truly rewatch the video and understand what I'm saying and implement what I'm trying to say. So that's how you become fluently. And if you try and keep this mindset up and do everything according to what I said in this video, you will learn to speak English fluently in a month or two. Again, only if you do it consistently. Don't come to me asking that I can't speak English fluently after following you. You have to do it for a minimum regularly every single day for a month or two, 5 minutes a day. That will definitely happen. So that's it for this video. If you watched this video until the end, thank you so much for watching it. And before you go, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's it. Thank you.